Well, yesterday was the 12th of the month. That, of course, is Buddy Check 12 Day. It's a day for you and your buddy to remind each other to do a breast self-exam. And you know, so often we focus on women, but we don't want to forget about the men too. And tonight, that reminder comes from a familiar name on our local public radio station.
And you're listening to Electro Lounge Radio on 89.9 HD4. So this is the Electro Lounge in our huge music library.
David Lutkin loves to talk about music.
All these CDs here are all handmade.
Most days you'll find him here in his studio at WJCT, where he is station manager.
Playing all the nice chill out music you need to hear.
And host of the popular music program Electro Lounge.
Radio, and we are here 24/7.
Talking about his personal life is something he'd rather not do.
These are amazing, the 20th anniversary.
But he's sharing his story in hopes of striking a chord with men.
I felt something. It just felt funny if I put on a shirt and rub up against it, and I didn't think it was anything. So I did a mammogram, and they said nothing to worry about.
A year later, his doctor decided to take a closer look.
So on my birthday, I did that biopsy because I went to a doctor and she said, we got to check this out.
That was last December. The biopsy revealed David, who is in his 60s, had stage 1 breast cancer.
You think, oh no, first, obviously. And then my feeling is, okay, what are we going to do? I mean, let's get up, let's move. There's no time to wallow. There's no time to feel sorry for yourself, I don't think.
And do you have breast cancer in your family?
No.
First.
Special.
His oncologist, Dr. Alicia Sugarman with Cancer Specialists of North Florida, says less than 1% of all breast cancers occur in men.
So this is extremely rare, as opposed to a woman who has a 1 in 8 chance, a man has a 1 in 800 chance.
It's rare, but also quite treatable and curable if caught early. Fortunately, male breast cancer often is, because with less breast tissue, it's easier to find something abnormal.
Felt like it was probably the size of like a thimble, and it was hard.
If you've ever felt an abnormal lymph node, it kind of feels rubbery and firm. And if you try to, put it in your hand and move it around, it usually cannot be moved around.
Dr. Sugarman recommends men do monthly breast exams in the shower or lying down in bed.
Typically, you would lift one hand above, and then with your fingers, you would just kind of walk your fingers through amongst the breast tissue, especially over the nipple. So if the nipple for any chance is inverted or inwards, or you feel any lumps around the nipple area, that's where you would want to get evaluated further with a physician.
David says he followed the advice of his doctors. In January, he had a mastectomy, and in April started chemo.
I had really good doctors and family. Family is everything.
He is now taking oral hormone therapy.
I would say right now he's cured of breast cancer. He no longer has breast cancer. And in about 5 years is when we consider patients in remission.
The vinyl still sounds best, so I still play it.
Through it all, David has focused on staying positive.
1956 from RCA, and it still sounds and plays great.
Grateful to be able to continue doing
Good song, fun song.
what he loves.
My advice is if you feel something, go do something, because someone else has got that same feeling, and it's like, oh no, I was hoping it wasn't that. If I can help others, that's what it's about. And you're listening to Electro Lounge Radio on 89.9 HD4. Got lots of great music coming up. So men, if you have a first-degree relative who's had breast cancer, you are at a higher risk. And keep in mind that a cancerous lump or swelling, oftentimes it's painless. So like David said, if you feel something, definitely go get it checked out. And don't forget to do your monthly breast self-exam. Consider asking one of the men in your life to be your buddy so you can remind each other each month.
I am so glad you did that story. David, thanks so much for reaching out. And by the way, tonight at 6, not 1, not 2, but 3 Buddy Check success stories all in one school in Clay County. It's really a good story. I hope you join me for that tonight at 6 for Buddy Check.